Hey, good morning, everybody. It's first afternoon in Pike County. I'm with B&D Outfitters in Nebo, Illinois. Got here, got set up. We didn't hunt early morning. Didn't want to bump the deer coming off the fields. We're in a heavy feeding pattern right now, post-rut. Everything's just concentrating on food. Got a cold front moving in the next 48 hours. Should get them up feeding for sure. Feeding heavy, hopefully. Kind of on a little pinch point between a creek bed and a ridge to my left. It's like a runway running down through here. The trail's kind of split, and I can see they come back together right here in front of me. It's about right at just afternoon, so we got about a 5.5 hour set. Yesterday we rode around, saw a lot of deer in the field, so it should be a good afternoon. Y'all hang on. Looks like the wind's pretty good. It's a little bit variable, but it's still where the deer should be coming from. The wind ought to be in their tails. We're going to be just right. We'll be real good until one gets by us. So maybe if anything gets by us, they smell us. They won't spook too bad, but I can see about 100 yards where they should be coming from. There's no foliage. It's late, so should be able to see them and hear them coming hopefully early enough. Alright, y'all, that's going to wrap us up for day one in Pike County. Had a bunch of deer come off this big ridge behind me about 20 minutes ago. Opposite way where the camera is. I couldn't no way to get the camera around. There's about 10 or 12 all does and yearlings. I think we're in a good spot. I think they just didn't use the trail I was on today. They were coming down off that ridge and gonna bail off a real steep spot headed to that bean field. I'm going to try this again tomorrow afternoon, so we'll just keep on rolling and we'll be back tomorrow. Hey, good morning, y'all. Day 2 in Pike County. We decided to go ahead and do a morning hunt. Came back into this same hardwood strip, little funnel between a ridge and a creek, headed into a bean field. Didn't bump any out of the beans this morning. That's a good sign. I didn't have any pictures on my Lone Wolf custom gear camera either. I left it out last night. No pictures. Can't even remember what today is. It's January 14th. I got turkeys gobbling around the corner here. I saw those gobblers yesterday afternoon. Now they're gobbling their heads off over there. Maybe they'll come back through this way. Alright, y'all, it's been a slow morning. It's cold, mid to high 30s. I think it's about 37, 38 now. Didn't expect the rain to come in so early. It was calling for it to come in after lunch. It started raining about 7 o'clock. Lens fogged up. Started raining about 7 o'clock. It's about 9 now. Just quit raining. Didn't really come prepared for rain. Didn't bring my rain gear, but stuff I got on shed the water pretty good. It wasn't raining real hard, just steady. Heard a bunch of turkeys early gobbling, and the sun was coming out. Pretty sunrise. And then all of a sudden, just started raining. So don't know what it's going to do the rest of the day. We're going to get back to camp here in a little bit. Hadn't heard from anybody else. Don't know if anybody saw any deer. To make a plan for this afternoon, we might, if it's going to be raining, I don't know if I try to get in a blind somewhere or just put my rain gear on and hunt without the camera, but I can't hunt out in the rain with the camera. We'll start breaking everything down now and head it back to the truck, and we will make a plan for this afternoon. We'll be back. Alright, y'all, we're back in the stand. Day 2. Rain all through the middle of the day. Forecast for it to move out about 4 o'clock. So we came on down to the farm. Kind of waited the rain out in the truck. Just as soon as it looked like it was lightening up, we busted it down in here. I was just getting set up to tell y'all what we were doing. I turned around behind me, there's 5 or 6 does and little ones coming down the ridge. Same ridge they came over yesterday. I don't know if they smelled me or saw me move, but they just kind of wandered off. They didn't blow or flag too much. I think they probably went right over the ridge and dropped down in the bean field. One of the yearlings there I was able to get on camera. The wind's good. If they'll come from where we think they're going to come from, if we keep hunting this spot, we're mad to move this stand. We keep getting busted. We got about an hour and a half before dark. It's cold, temperature dropping, calling for snow tomorrow. So we'll keep our fingers crossed. Hey, good morning, y'all. It's day 3, Pike County, B&D Outfitters in Pike County, Illinois. The temperature dropped last night. Got a little dust and the snow. Supposed to be cold all day. It's cold right now, about 33. Wind chill, mid-20s. 12 to 15 mile an hour wind all day. I got more clothes on I've ever had on in a stand, but about to sweat. Anyway, we're hoping we catch these deer. Want to feed all day. Had quite a few pictures on my Lone Wolf custom gear camera last night. Got turkeys yelping, cutting up over here, tree calling, ready to fly down. Maybe they'll slip through here. We'll get a look at them again. There's a bunch of them. The other day I saw 3 gobblers, but there's a bunch of turkeys. We'll stay here a couple of hours and I'm going to move this stand up on the ridge where we think these deer are coming from. We'll get a little closer to the bedding area. Get in here early today, about midday, and hunt all afternoon. So, I'm gonna show y'all these videos that we got from the camera last night. Got something pretty cool on the first clip, then the rest of them are deer. So, hang on, maybe these turkeys will come around and maybe we'll see a good buck. Everybody saw deer yesterday afternoon and a few bucks for the first time. So it's getting better every day. snow is coming down now, y'all. About 8 o'clock. All those trail cam pictures were about 2 a.m. Caught them all going to the bean field, but none of them coming back. They must be leaving out another route. Or either they're bedding and there's a bunch of CRP grass on the other side of the field. But I don't know. I don't know what the deer do in this. At home, they tend to lay up. I missed that snow at home last week. The wind laid down, so it's not too bad cold. I got enough layers on to stay plenty warm. I'm gonna get down here in about 45 minutes and slip up on this hill. I'll show y'all this stuff. The snow really makes these trails visible. There's a lot of trails come together right here where I am. We think we can get up on the other side of this ridge behind me and get a little closer to them. Maybe we'll get where we think they're coming out. This afternoon, probably we're going to go eat a late breakfast, come in around midday and try to stay the rest of the day. Alright, y'all, it's about 8:45. I'm going to go ahead and get down. I'm going to take this stand off this tree and get it up. Follow a couple of these trails up this logging road onto this ridge where we think we need to be this afternoon. Just gonna find where maybe some trails intersect up there. Leave the stand till I come back in and set it up, see what the wind's gonna do before I actually get it on the tree. So, I'll take y'all with me, we'll go see. I know I can follow these trails pretty good right now with this snow, so maybe we can find a hot spot. Y'all, I'm on and got down. So I've been hunting right down in that draw right there. A lot of the deer have been trying to come over this ridge right here. Coming down this logging road. I'm gonna go up here and get on top. Head on up this ridge a little bit, see if I can find where they're crossing this road headed to the beans. Alright y'all, here's what I decided to do. Came up this log road here. I was hunting down in that swag between the end of this ridge, but the deer have been coming somewhere over the side of this ridge and trying to get to the bean field down on the other side in the bottom. So I walked this whole road up to the top and around, and I found where one of the guides has got a little climber and a camera. So rather than instead of getting too close to his, I found one trail here crossing. It's not as strong as those. You can see it good there. One good trail here, so I put the Lone Wolf camera up. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave my stand here. I think I got a tree right over here I can climb. The wind's out of the southwest, supposed to shift out of the west. I'll still be good because we think the deer are coming from down through here. Plus on that tree, I'm uphill. I don't have to get real high. I can shoot down to this trail. So I'm gonna try that unless Scott and Harold say I should go to that climber. I didn't see it. I didn't see a trail there like this was. This is probably gonna be the spot today. I can see all the way down in the bottom where I was the last couple of days. So I'll leave this stand here. Get the camera set up good. Strip down one of these layers and get out of here and go get dry. It's about 9 o'clock. I feel like the deer probably bedded. It's been windy, but it's supposed to calm this afternoon. So, let's see. I see it's 9:15. Slip on out of here. The wind's perfect, I think, for where the deer have been. There's a ridge between me and maybe where they're bedding, plus the wind's in my face. Shouldn't have disturbed anything. Get the camera set up, ease on back to camp, get dry, eat some late breakfast, get some batteries charged. It's cold weather's hard on these batteries. And I'll be back this afternoon and get set up. Alright y'all, we're back in the stand. Afternoon, day 3. Kind of had a hard time picking out a good tree for a climber here. Can't go real high, but I'm uphill from a trail. wind south-southwest. I'm almost at the peak of this ridge. It's the only trail I've seen. When I walked this hill this morning, actually this trail splits just below me. I didn't realize that. It splits and goes off down the road where I came in. Scott says he thinks the deer are bedding to the west. It looks thick down in there. Big draw, hollow down in there. That's where they're bedding in the corner of this bean field over behind me. Maybe we'll get a shot. This trail's about 15 yards in front of me. Hopefully I can see them coming early enough to be ready. Let me show y'all this trail. I think it's about 2 o'clock, so we got about 3 hours. Real overcast. It's gonna get dark a little early. I had to put the camera back in my pack. It's just a little bit warm and just warm enough that the snow's melting when it hits the camera, so I don't want to get it wet and mess it up. If I see some does coming through or something, I can get the camera out, get it out and film. Alright, y'all, I thought the snow was over. Saw that little bug, I think it's a little spike. Walked up the ridge across from us. And it quit snowing, now it's coming down. I don't know if you call this freezing rain, sleet, or what, but it's coming down. I'm gonna put this camera up right quick. If the deer comes in, we've got about an hour. I won't be able to film it, but they're rough stuff to be hanging out on the side of a tree here. right, y'all. Gonna wrap up day 3. Not sure if y'all were able to see those 2 bucks. I think you could a little bit. I may have to zoom in. They came from my left where I anticipated. The camera's on my right. I couldn't swing it around far enough. I think they saw me. I hadn't got much cover up here at all. It's just no foliage or anything. They were on the trail I was hunting. If they'd stayed on the trail, they'd have walked broadside 15 yards. I think the biggest one, possibly a 3-year-old, maybe a good 2. Not really used to seeing these big deer up here, but really a nice 8-point, good tine length. Fun having them turkeys fly all up around us too. So, all right, we're gonna. This will wrap up part 1 of Pike County, Illinois. Hope y'all enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll put a link to B&D Outfitters down in the subscription too. And we got 2 more days. Try to put that together. It'll be at least another part 2, maybe a part 3. So y'all stay tuned so you won't miss it.